Sorry guys, I know I broke my promise. I said I would do videos every single day and they'd be uploaded at approximately 7:30. But I've been really busy lately, but I'm about to get on track. I'm going to do 2 tonight to make it up to you guys. So, the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution occurred around within the same century as the other revolutions, such as the French, Haitian, and American, but lasted much longer and had the greatest impact. Everything we have today is because of the Industrial Revolution. And it was the first time that people were able to buy and sell goods outside their community. This process was called urbanization. It started in England during the late 1700s through the invention of specialized machinery such as the steam engine, spinning jenny, and the power loom. In 1712, Thomas Newcomen developed a preliminary model for the steam engine, which was then built upon by James Watt. James in the 1770s. After Watt, the steam engine became used practically everywhere, from powering machinery to transportation to everything else that needed an engine. The Industrial Revolution led to the development of the factory system, which saw to the rise of banks and finance. Economist Adam Smith promoted a free market, laissez-faire. Laissez-faire means the lack of government interference, and it's derived from the French term that means allowed to do. Shortly after this, the first stock exchange was established in London. The quality of life during this time period was not very pleasant if you were a peasant. Factory wages were low due to the fact that each worker was expendable and their work did not require much intelligence or skill. In addition to this, working conditions were dangerous and the laborers were often abused by their supervisors. The overflow of potential workers from the countryside made the cities overcrowded, polluted, and allowed for unsanitary living conditions. Those who were forced to live and work in these conditions were known as the Proletariat, another word for the working class. However, the large-scale production of goods raised the standard of living for the upper class, who were known as the bourgeois. The bourgeois owned much of the land, wealth, and the factories. Wait, whoa. What's happening to my screen over here? I think there's something wrong with the video. It keeps going in and out on me. Whoa, wait, oh my god. Whatever that industrialist buffoon was teaching you is wrong. The people, the ones who provide you with everything, should be treated with respect, not whatever you entitled bourgeois give to them. They gave you work and you gave them disease. What is this? This is unfair. No, it's insane. And I believe that everyone should be equal. Communism is the way to go. Now I want as many followers as possible, so I teach you my beliefs. Communism is achieved like everything else through a series of steps. The first phase is to achieve socialism, which means the political and economic theory of social organization that advocates the means of production, distribution, and exchange should be owned or regulated by the government. This should be a transitional state between socialism and communism. The second and final phase is the establishment of communism. Am I perfect? A utopia. Communism is a utopian society in which all property is publicly owned by the public. And each worker is paid accordingly to their abilities and skills. If you want, my friend and I, Frederick Engels, wrote a book, if you want to learn more information, called The Communist Manifesto. It's an attempt to explain communism. It outlines class struggle and the inequality among individuals and states the industrial age is defined by conflict among classes, and this should not be the right thing. It should be defined by equality. My name is Karl Marx, and I approve this message. Now I must be going now. Goodbye. Oh god, what happened? It's like I was just knocked out. Oh well. Still filming these videos, so I guess I can feel dizzy later. Where was I? I believe I just finished explaining the proletariat and the bourgeois. These terms were specifically used by Karl Marx in his book, The Communist Manifesto, and describe two types of people found within a communist system and capitalist system. Capitalism is an economic and political system in which a country's trade and industry are controlled by private owners for profit rather than the state, which was also highly promoted by Adam Smith. There you go, guys. That's it. Good luck on the test. I will be posting another video shortly.